Today we're going to go over step 2 in the painting process, and that is scraping. Now some people think that scraping is no fun. Personally, I think it's a great time to get some serious thinking done. There's a few things you want to know before you go out there to do a bunch of scraping. First, realize that your most important tool is a radio. This is a Sony Walkman radio from Kmart, costs about $15. And the reason I use this rather than an iPod or a smartphone or whatever is because I don't want to destroy those things, and you'll find that painting is kind of hard on your radio device. The reason I don't use a boombox is because I'm always moving around the house. I don't want to have to lift it up and carry it around. So, Sony Walkman radio fits right in your back pocket. Oh, and you can put the cord around your back like that so it doesn't get in the way. Now the tools that you're going to want to take with you in addition to the radio are a nice stout long-handled scraper like this. This one's a curved blade, which is what I prefer. They're getting harder to find for some reason. They don't seem to make them as much, so you might end up getting a square blade scraper. Whatever, just make sure it's beefy enough to apply some serious pressure. Get a small scraper like this, which is a similar design but smaller, meant for getting in nooks and crannies. You're going to want a fairly flexible 1-inch putty knife, which is always a handy thing to have on the paint job and comes in particularly handy when you're scraping. And then as well, I like this 5-way here. This is a hefty 5-way with a hammer point. You can pound in nails with it. It's very sharp, and this is another handy thing to have with you just about every step of the way as you're painting your house. So we're going to go out. I'm going to demonstrate a few simple scraping techniques. Then you're going to put your radio on and you're going to go to it. Now as you can see, scraping isn't rocket science. It just takes a little bit of fortitude, a little bit of elbow grease, and you'll get it done. Now if you're concerned about the little edges that scraping leaves behind, the little craters in the siding where there used to be paint, see the video in my tips section on how to use siding spackle on a house. If you really want to get rid of those little craters around the front door and highly visible areas, that video I'll show you how to do it. That's available on my website, howtopaintahouserite.com, along with a lot of other helpful materials, PDFs you can download with complete written instructions, equipment lists, as well as a whole series of videos on how to paint your house right.